Alright everybody, welcome back to Dredge. Now after we get the one fish we need from here, I'm actually going to try to max out on Panic. And I figured out how to get that one specific fish that's only at the oil rig, which is not in the books. As is fish number 230. We have to go to the final fish, which is some of the aberrations. See, it only goes 229, but there is a fish 230, which we can get. It's just very difficult. But anyways, time to go get the oceanic fish. Have to sleep a few times, and we need to max out on Panic and throw some aberrated bait in the water. Now, maxed out on Panic is not needed to throw the bait in the water. It's needed to see what the fish actually is. You can only, I'm pretty sure, get one of them because it's aberrated and exotic. And exotic bait won't catch it. And it's worth absolutely nothing. No one will take it. Not even the biomass generator. But its lore is... After reading the lore is what caused me to truly understand what was going on. It allowed me to focus on what I needed to. Because if you look at the whole fish, specifically the aberrations, you notice something familiar at all. They have dead eyes, and for the important aberrations, the important ones, the useful aberrations, they have dark ooze in them. The ones that are aberrated to their strongest form have this dark ooze in them. There are a few of these that have dark ooze. This one. And a few of them even have dark ooze on it. And are trying to spread it around and make other fish gain its dark ooze. Like this one is infected by dark ooze, and so is this one. They're all affected by the dark ooze. We know that for sure. But a few of them still have the dark ooze on them. Those are the most aberrated ones of all. This one right here. It's bubbling flesh, a surface dweller, singed out and cleansed by the sun. These black boils on its back are the ooze itself. There's a parasitic creature still on it. This strange thing, a gateway from its maw whispers a call from below. This is important as well. Because for a long time I never actually focused on the fish themselves, but if you look at the fish, it's strange. These fish are strange. I never really thought about it. I thought it was just, an aberration. I never truly thought about the whole lore implications, but if you look at the fish and how strange they are, you notice that the strangest ones would look like they'd infect something else. For instance, this looks like dark ink pumping through it from one side to the other. The strangest ones have the dark ooze in it. And the strangest ones appear to be able to infect other ones. Like this one right here. Shapeless mass spreads underneath. A shapeless mass would be the ooze. There's ooze contained within this fish. This egg right here, the inside of it is the ooze. This right here, other cores lay dormant alongside of it. A gigantic core growing inside. It's the ooze. The ooze is trying to infect everything. Though it does appear as some of these aberrations are less effective than others at affecting. Because some of them would be great for infecting things, others would not. It appears that the ooze is trying to spread in some sort of way. As anything with ooze on it is growing something to shoot out at other fish, to cause them to become aberrated as well. As the dark ooze affects everything it touches, except certain entities that cannot be corrupted by it. Now, I'm specifically looking for one type of fish. It's not here. It spawns here and there. I'm gonna go to sleep again. Yeah, but I figured out how to get the fish we need. We have to be at... I want it to be at nighttime, that way we're not losing Panic. And I want to gain up a ton of Panic before nighttime. Save the game by docking. throw the aberrated bait out, and use Atrophy on it. Which gives us the highest chance for the aberrated fish we want, along with fishing it instantly, making sure no time passes and it's as quick as possible. Okay, so let's sleep here, and continue looking. Because we need these fish to come back so we can get the aberrations. Sleep again. I think 2 days should be enough for a low amount of them to come back to a normal amount. I think it's thunder outside. Maybe that's just the garbage truck. Is that it right there? Is that the one I'm looking for? No. It appears that it still has not respawned. Alright then, since it hasn't respawned yet, we're gonna simply fish in other spots and wait to get it next time. Yeah, all these are things I've already looked at before and are not what I'm looking for. And I have not seen it spawn anywhere else besides here and here. I mean, I'm just gonna manifest myself back at the collector's place. And let's actually hop through this portal real quick. Which I think, because this causes me panic, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna max out panic by doing this. So actually what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna retrieve this key. And actually, instead of putting it up here, because I'm not coming back here for a while, there's really no point in doing it. There's only one aberrated fish we haven't gotten from here. Which is the aberrated exotic. I mean, technically, you can only get all aberrated fish. No, because you don't have to get all the exotics. Oh. Leviathan. Need to get near land. Because it's not him stalking me, that's him hunting me. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's the garbage truck, it's not thunder. Oh. Of course, we lose the metal scraps. It is actually possible to lose this overboard. You can never use it again. But we do need to cast that overboard once we get to the iron rig. I'm just going to use that to gain max panic. Because there's an important thing. This is one of the most important things to the lore, which actually allowed me to look at the ooze itself and the aberrated fish, connecting it together. About how the aberrated fish that appear to be the most aberrated, how the boss, not the boss, the ending, that creature at the end, that faceless creature, itself has the ooze on it. And the description of this itself made it all clear what the ooze truly is. And how it connects to the creature at the very end. How it connects to all the aberrations. It all makes sense. And how the fisherman himself is not affected by it, unlike everybody else. It all makes sense. A few NPCs are even affected by the ooze, like the scientists. I will explain this in my full lore video, which will take a long time to come out, because it's going to be a video I'm going to have to put the most effort into that I ever have. It's going to be one of the most difficult videos I've ever recorded. Cast overboard. Now what we want to do is we want to wait till night. The way our panic does not go down, like it does at day. Me now sleep for a very short amount of time. Wake up, undock, which causes the game to autosave. Real quick, I need to dock back here again. We specifically need aberrated bait. Oh, I don't have rot, do I? No, I have 2 rot. And we have the dark splash as well. We'll make our bait, undock and dock again. Undermarket. Bait. Factory. Here we go. Aberrated bait. Constructed. Bait is probably the best thing to use Atrophy on. Okay, so now the game's saved. I want to max out my panic, then save the game. The way we just have maxed out panic. So what I want to do is I want to travel here, travel back, travel here, travel back. Now this is where I have maxed out panic. The eye blinks red, and then, oh yeah, we also want to turn off the lights. That way we have very small panic drain. Save game. Get back out here. Throw the aberrated bait overboard. Then use atrophy on it. Now, neither of this is what we want. Okay, now I'm starting to think that's thunder. Quit the game. Continue. I'm gonna go look outside. I think that's thunder. There was a lot of thunder earlier. Yeah, that's thunder. Hope this does not affect my recording software in any way. It has before. I also hate how we can't upgrade fleet services. It has a 1 next to it, but we can't upgrade it. Just don't understand it. Wait, so yeah, now we get out of here. We still have our aberrated bait. Throw it overboard. And use atrophy on it, which gives us the highest chance to. It's useless. This one doesn't fit anywhere. Now what we do is we quit game, confirm. Continue, loads back in. And this is basically just how you get the fish. Which is not needed for an achievement. Throw the aberrated bait over. Use atrophy. Nothing. No, I should probably disable everything that's not oceanic, that way we're guaranteed to get something oceanic from this. I mean, this abyssal and hadal stuff is really harming us. That's right, I still have that thing that's supposed to give us good fortune. I need to move some of this stuff around the way I can remove the items I don't want. Although thankfully this does not take any time, so we'll take... We really only want oceanic. In fact, we don't even need 2 of these rods. Although technically we do need 1 of them. I'll put this... Dang it. Alright. We'll have to wait till another night. What I need to do here is... grab the material harvester. Wouldn't let me uninstall it. There we go. Now we have to wait till night, meaning I can just sleep till night, which will save my progress. By undocking and undocking, which saves the game. And we want to wait till dark. That way we can gain max panic easily and it won't drain as fast. Alright, now what I do here is I don't have the bait. I'm an idiot. Let's make some new baits. Get mixed baits. Wish I could just click something and have it auto-craft instead of me having to get all the things myself. And take them out of inventory and place them where they need to go. Also, you don't even need to do this in the correct order. You just have to have all the items here. It can be any way. I could actually move this stuff around and do it like this. There we go, aberrated baits. Game saved. Undock. That's in... Where is the bait? I literally just crafted it. Did it go to my storage? Yeah, for some reason aberrated bait went to storage. It's weird. No, actually, there's no fish here. That's... alright. It needs to be near the oil rig. Well, that's odd. We're gonna have to wait till there's fish here again. Why is there no fish here? It's because it uses the atrophy. The atrophy, just get rid of it, and now I just can't do anything here for a while. Because if so, then that completely ruined my plans. And I have to build another aberrated bait because I'm an idiot. Man, I'm not even doing the whole thing right, where you're just supposed to skip it. And just get the dang thingy. Because I just want to get this fish. They want to keep it on ice forever. This is going to be something to do. Alright. Get out of here. Yeah, I just can't use aberrated bait here. How far away do I have to sail if I can use aberrated bait? Okay, that's strange. Aberrated bait just won't work at all. Oh, now it will work. There was plenty of fish there for a second. I guess the entirety of open ocean I can't use anymore because I used atrophy. So now open ocean just does not take bait no more. Alright, well then I guess we'll go focus on something else instead of getting fish. 230. Alright, let's go to the minnows. No, I've already gotten everything there. Next place will be Stellar Basin. Well, I completely messed that one up. If only I could load a specific save. But now I can't. Because yeah, I have to get those fish back. Leviathan stalking me. Need to quickly get to shallows. Okay, it's too shallow for the Leviathan to just follow me here. So he doesn't. I'll just turn on my light that way I can actually see. Though he can follow me out here, because he hasn't exactly just stopped following me. I do notice though with this DLC installed, that the Leviathan appears way more often. I mean, I don't have to wait 3 nights at sea for the Leviathan to spawn. Why am I at the minnows? What is it? Once all those fish reappear, then we can use the aberrated bait there and get what we want. And I have to have oceanic stuff equipped, the way it only spawns in oceanic, because it can only spawn in things you can fish up. And technically aberrated bait can spawn in anything that's region specific. Meaning if I was in Twisted Strands and I didn't have mangrove, it would not spawn anything mangrove. But if you have nothing at all, what does it spawn in? Yeah, I think I just drained the ocean of all its oceanic fish with my aberrated bait. As here is oceanic fish only. See? I can't use it. Because here can spawn in fish that are not oceanic, but instead coastal and shallow. Oh no, wait, I'm an idiot. I was using only coastal and shallow. I need specifically oceanic. Am I stupid? Yeah, I am. I'm retarded. There's no shallow. That's why it wouldn't let me do it. Man, I'm so dumb sometimes. Again, this is why you always have to make sure and double check everything and think. This is very useful because you can use Manifest and then just go right through this, which will give you max panic if you use both Manifest and go through this at the same time. I mean, it's bad to do it at night if you're very slow. As speed is what will kill you in this game. Nothing else doesn't really matter. Alright, remove this and grab specifically oceanic. This lance, this glacial lance will only spawn in oceanic things. Okay, so now I should be able to use the bait. Yeah, see? I didn't mess anything up. Alright, rest. It's just I couldn't gather any fish here because I couldn't fish them up, and the game won't spawn in, will only spawn in fish you can fish up. Since ice fish can't spawn here, we'll only get oceanic. Meaning we won't get abyssal or hadal. And the fish we want is oceanic. Let's just max out our panic real quick. Save the game where we're at maxed out panic. Almost maxed out. There you go. Max panic. Save game. Throw the aberrated bait over. Use atrophy on it. We did not get the fish you wanted. We quit game. Confirm. You want to quit when you're not at the dock, otherwise it will save and quit, and this won't work. And basically this is just how you're going to get this fish. Atrophy. Not the fish. The spawn rate is very low. Doing this normally would take years. Not really. It'd just be very difficult. But we will get it eventually. It will take a few tries, but it's just luck, and who knows, we can get it this time technically. It's possible to get it. It's just very low, but atrophy gives you the highest chance. Same thing as last time. Game. Confirm. Too bad you can only get 2 fish from that. As Atrophy only gives you a certain amount of fish. It does not give you all the fish. I mean, technically we'd have more tries if we did not use Atrophy, but it is just faster to use Atrophy. Plus, we're more guaranteed to get rarer fish, although they will be rotting and stale and infected. Meaning, I might just fish this. Although it is a bad idea to just fish it up with aberrated gear. Because Atrophy gives you the highest chance of getting aberrated fish. It's already aberrated, though. So technically, I really should just be fishing this up, but to get higher fishing speed to make it actually worth it, instead of just doing it this way, I'd have to use the aberrated gear, which gives me too many items. It does not just... I ruined it, didn't I? No. Yeah, I did. By doing that, now when I quit, I think it will... If I push continue, I won't have a rated bait because I docked. And that saved the game. Yep, alright, well, let's get some new baits, because I messed this up again. It's very easy to mess things up, and I actually think we're out of rot. Oh well, let's get some more rot. Let's literally just use Atrophy on some fish. Oh yeah, now we have to wait for Atrophy to come back. Man, I'm dumb. We need 2 fish. Moonfish. Which is actually a very expensive fish. Moonfish can only be found at night. Sunfish can only be found at day. Very useful information, I know. Now, if I sold these degenerate, I'd make about $200. $91, that's it? They lower the price of these fish? It's barely anything. Okay, now we're gonna have to sleep until the next night. Because I don't think this stuff's rot yet. No, it's not. We'll buy 2 things of mixed bait just in case we mess up again. And I'll just throw out a piece of mixed bait, which has a very low chance. No, I need rot. Again, I wish there was a way to instantly turn a fish into rot. Perhaps using Manifest, bring up bit. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I sort of just wish there was an ability that advanced time to rotted all your fish. Alright, now they're rots, right? No, they're just rotting. Apparently it takes these I remember fish rotting way faster back in my day. Maybe the hull upgrades reduced the amount of rotting it has. I think now they're rotted. There's no way they can survive that many days. Yeah, they're rotted. Factory. Then again, they were bigger fish, and the bigger fish they are, the longer they take to rot, I noticed. If you have a very small fish, it's more likely to rot. Alright, now we saved the game, it's nighttime. Let's get Panic maxed out. Because I'm actually not entirely certain of this. But I think having maxed out Panic increases the aberration chance. And the reason I think this is, I notice that whenever I'm super panicked in the game, I am more likely to get an aberration. Alright, we docked. We do not need to dock anymore. We sail out here. Throw overboard some bait. Use Atrophy. Still did not get what we wanted. Let's quit. Confirm. Continue. Which actually, 2 of those fish there were not aberrated, which is odd. Normally when you throw out aberrated bait... Oh, I'm just throwing out mixed bait. That's the problem. Aberrated bait. Atrophy. Quit. Confirm. Best thing to use Atrophy on is, again, bait, because you'll get aberrated fish, but you only want to do that if you're looking for specific aberrations. Using Atrophy lowers the value of all the fish, because they're rotting or infected or stale. You'll never get a fresh fish from it, I've noticed. Nope, still didn't get it. Nope, that's not it either, which the sunfish is actually bigger than the moonfish. There's a, like, 0% chance we get it by doing this. Alright, again, this will just take a lot of tries. This is how you get it. You throw aberrated bait in the water, and you fish up the aberrated fish, which you can get by using atropine. Alright, switch, aberrated bait, atropine. Still not there. Come on, we need the fish. This is what ties everything together, man. Ugh, I don't feel good. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten so much food. Maybe it's the thunder that's clearly messing it up. Alright, throw that overboard. Still not it. Alright, then I'll just cut from here to when I get the fish. Cut. And we caught it. Catch an exotic aberration. Now this is exotic as well. Normally this would say mystery, 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 mystery. And he's worth nothing, so it doesn't matter. He's infected, it just means he can't rot. Okay. In the stable depths, Elder's blood seeps through the void. Each constant of corruption weakening the veil. From host to host, it weathers and wanders, climbing towards the clouded sky. Such translucent flesh has no hope of enduring the true deep. So this is a scientist. This is what happened to him. And this is confirming my theory. The elder blood, the blood of that thing in the very end is this ooze. And it goes from host to host. It weathers them and wanders to another host, climbing towards the clouded skies. Now the scientist had no hope. He just died soon after he reached there. But in the stable's depths, Elder's blood seeps through the void. Each conquest of corruption, weakening the veil. And we see that in two examples. The mouth of the deep. Or the mouth of the deep. The crown. The crown's aberration, which is just a giant gaping wall, whatever it's called. You can hear whispers through there at the time. That is a weakening of the veil. And so is the fish that leads to another universe. That's a weakening of the veil. Every time when these fish gets corrupted, it weakens the veil. Slowly but surely until the monster escapes. And what we do in the very end when we perform the ritual, throw the book overboard, we've completely weakened the veil, allowing the monster to escape, climbing towards the clouded skies and ending the world. This fish puts it all together. This scientist solves everything. Now, no one will take him. $0. If we sell him here, he will be worth $0. There's nothing we can do with it. And again, when I do a full in-depth lore video, it will be the longest thing I've ever done. It'll be the longest... It will be the hardest thing I've ever done. It'll take the longest amount of time. It'll be the hardest video I've ever recorded, the most difficult to make. It'll take the most time and effort. So do me a favor and like and subscribe and follow my Rumble. Also, another theory is these whispers are also weakenings of the veil. Where the veil weakens, these monsters seep through. These monsters right here, their goal is to infect the inhabitants and trap them here. What it wants to do is affect everything. It affects fish or human. And what we've done here is we've weakened the veil even more, allowing the ooze to seize through. As it seeps from beyond the veil to our side, it corrupts even more fish and more people, weakening the veil even more, causing more corruption. This Kraken is a creature of corruption. All of them are creatures of corruption. And even our own fisherman, the book itself, the Crimson Book, appears to corrupt things around it as well, but also keeps the user from becoming corrupted. Wonder if we can take the... Did he already rot? Hope not. No, I don't think he can rot. Can we talk to you about this? No. Yeah, so we cannot sell this guy anywhere for any price. He's absolutely useless, but that bit of lore is the most important thing in the entire game. This is the scientist. It is quite interesting. This is so much lore. The Pale Beyond had very little lore, but this is interesting. This lore is interesting. And I also think that having that in our inventory increases our panic, but I'm not sure. And the reason we're not being affected by this ooze is because we've always had the Crimson Book. If you look at the very starting cutscene, the fisherman has the Crimson Book. And he still does. He never took the Crimson Book from the collector, he always had it. The lore is quite interesting, as the collector, the fisherman, and the journal are all the same person. The person talked about in the journal, the fisherman, and the collector are all the same person. Yeah, material harvester lost their ability. Now, this is not completely broken, it's just partially broken. Fishing rods also lose durability as well. But they just become broken and you can't use the thingies. Yes, but quite interesting, this. It really does help for the lore. I do not see what's... Oh, that's just the sky turning red. It's on my screen on the outside, the monsters. But yeah, that is quite an interesting piece of lore. It does actually help a lot. There's a lot I have to put together for the story explained video, along with what happens, and what I believe is the true ending of the game. And again, if you saw the fish monger, it's worth $0. It's already worth absolutely nothing at being affected at half the price, meaning it's worth nothing. Well, anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and go follow me on Rumble. Because that's it. Now, I'm pretty sure he'll never spoil because he's infected. I don't think infected fish should spoil. But also, speaking of the infected items, if you notice something about each one of the infected items, they're all alive. This is made from flesh, bones, and tendons. They all are. And this is a literal fish eating a piece of stone. This is a fish. One end is a crude bone hook. It's all aberrated. These are normal items that have been turned. This abyssal and hadal. This is oceanic mangrove and shallow, which you find this in the where you'd expect to. And this is also very useful as well. It's one of the best things you can get in the game. Early game, because it's coastal and shallow and it's basically free. All these things are quite strange, and the infused rod is one step away from corrupting. Because they use the ooze itself. As it passes through a dark canister of fluid, coating it and strengthening it, it's closer to the aberrated stuff itself. They're not entirely aberrated, it's close. For instance, if we go to the Radiant Trawl Nets, which I don't understand why it gives us 6 spots so we can put trawl nets down on. It makes absolutely no sense, as the thing is, all trawls take 4. You know, we placed 4 fish down. 4, not 4 fish, 4 hearts down of humans. 4 of them. The captain and his 3 crew. This is the 4 hearts come together in some sort of aberration. This is a living trawl net. As it bends through hues of aurora, glistening trap of light and dark. Menacing spikes and ice adorn a ballast frame. This is aberrated. It's all aberrated. It's all connected together. And our first engine is also aberrated. This engine right here. The peculiar engine. Someone's tuned this engine in an unfamiliar way. Whatever they did seems to give it more power than normal. It's aberrated. I think... Yeah, it's raining now. Let's let me buy this twin jet drive. Wish I could buy 2 of these in one day, but you can't. Now the rain's really coming down. I mean, actually, I could use this outboard engine, which is 10. I think it's slightly weaker. I would love to just use this, as it's just so fast. Yeah, okay, here's what I think I'll do. I think I'll move this to here. And then I think if I sell this and use this instead, this is the fastest we're able to go. Boat speed's now 123. This is the fastest we can move in the game. Yeah, that's way faster. That's too fast. Look at that. Though turning speed still slows us down, the fastest way we can do is go dead ahead. Bit too fast now. But yeah, that is going to do it. I do hope you all enjoyed the little bit of lore. Again, when I actually do make the video of the entire... Yeah, see, now we're not max panic. We can no longer look at what this is. And actually, let me go to the encyclopedia. We have fish 230. Unknown, rod, night or day, open ocean, unknown amount of money, and he is 3 feet tall. No. He's 4'6". I'm just gonna say he's about 5'2", actually. I think this is about 5'2". Because this is almost 2 meters, which is 1 meter is 3 feet. Yeah, he's about 5 feet tall. He's the size of a normal human. Well, anyways, this is extremely interesting, wouldn't you say? This all puts quite a good bit of lore together. But that is also an exotic. Although it's not listed in exotic, it does count as an exotic aberration. And it is both aberrated and exotic. But if we just go to the final page in the book, page 115, which I probably should have just gone to somewhere else instead of aberrations, as half the items in the game are aberrations. Yeah, 230. The last fish. Now, if we gain max panic again, we don't have to actually look here, we can look in the book and gain insight on the fish. Okay, let me real quick gain max panic and show you guys. Just a small bit of panic here, and then we'll go through there, which will give us more panic. Which honestly, yes, the haste does hurt you in the long run, but then by the time you're in late game, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we have maximum panic, and we can read this again. Which again, you can only read this over your max panic. You cannot actually read here. Here has no description. I mean, the only way you'll get to read this is if you have him here, then you can read it. But if you notice here, the fish itself is glitching. Panic. The panic causes this sort of outline around creatures and they move like this when you look at them. But yeah, that's it.